Let's talk about stress and why it happens. Why do we experience stress? Well, personally, I think it's just because we live on this earth and we're growing and evolving all the time. I can tell you about my life, it's not any different than anybody else's, just maybe at different times of stress. But I started out when I was born. I was born to a really young couple, 18 years old, and they ended up getting divorced before I was 5, and I had 2 other siblings. And I'm sure that was a stressful time. I work with families that are going through challenging times like that, and I see how stressful it is. And then the next thing in my life is I went to 13 different schools in 12 years. That was pretty stressful, and that's because we moved all the time. Think about challenges every time that you move and you're in a new area and stuff like that. That's changing and learning and growing, and that's another stress. And then the next thing that happened in my life is I got married and I had my second child, and he was born with some health challenges. And that was a big deal because we struggled with those health challenges for like 5 years. So think about when, parents or children or you yourself get sick, that's a big stress, and you have to take time to change and evolve and work through that whole thing. The next thing that happened to me is I went to school. I decided to change careers, and I went to Palmer to get my doctorate. And that was a big stress for my family and for me. So just even changing careers can be stressful, and that happens a lot of times with all of us people. And then the next thing that happened to me is that I went to school, started a practice. After I finished graduated school, I started a practice, and that was stressful. Any new businesses or changing jobs or things like that, it can be very stressful. And then not the last thing, because I'm still sure I have more life and have things to go, but one of the other things that happened is there was a time in my life when I was adult where 3 very close people to me passed away and moved on. So death and change in the family can be very stressful. It always evolves, creates change in how people are reacting to you and that situation. And then I think about today, and I just had a birthday yesterday. I am now part of the Medicare group, and I know I'm telling my age, but that's okay, because in 65 years, there's a lot of things to get stressed about, and I only talked about some of the big things in my life. Think about what happens to all of us and all the little things the day after day. So life can be stressful. It just is. And we can reduce that stress by doing a few things to help ourselves. And I've seen a lot of people over the years, because I've been practicing for almost 25 years now, that have a lot of stresses in their life. I don't know anybody who doesn't have any stress. So I think it's because we live on this earth and we're learning and growing. That's why we have stress. If you're interested in holistic or natural medicine to heal your stress, recover from stress, call me at 309-404-5002, or you can email us at drhoylefrontdesk@gmail.com.